Do you still need a WordPress theme when you are using a theme builder like Elementor Pro? Well, in this video, I will show you why I love the Astra theme and
why you should too.
Hello, I'm your host Casino. I'm a digital alchemist, and today we're going to take a look at the WordPress Astra theme, and more specifically the Pro version. Social media or not, your website is still the cornerstone of your business in the digital age. So if you use WordPress, you may be wondering if the choice of a theme is still important, since page and theme builders can now handle many things on their own. In this video, I'll share with you 5 reasons I love the WordPress Astra theme and why you should too. And as always, you will find all the links in the description of this video. So let's find out why Astra Pro is a great WordPress theme. And Astra Pro is actually more than a WordPress theme because it comes with a set of free and premium plugins made by the company Brainstorm Force. The first of these plugins is WP Portfolio, which allows you to showcase your work in a beautiful manner. So for example, this is actually the same example that you find on the WP Astra website, where you can filter some starter sites, so fitness, health, e-commerce. So basically you can showcase your work and it completely blends in with the Astra theme. Now let's go back to the first example. You can also showcase your website in a beautiful way. So if you're creating websites for clients, for example, you can have this gallery and show actually the website straight from your website, and then it's possible to filter and to change the view, like here in tablet mode, and you can change to the mobile view also, and back to desktop. So that's really great to showcase your work, especially if you're a freelance. So that's WP Portfolio. The second add-on is Ultimate Addons for Elementor, and there's also a version for Beaver Builder. So basically it's a set of widgets that you can use to take your Elementor game to another level. Now I love the Elementor and Elementor Pro widgets, and the good thing is that there are some widgets that are completely different with the Ultimate Addons for Elementor, although there are some widgets that overlap what Elementor Pro is offering. But basically, it's always good to have options, especially when it comes from a company that you can trust, like Brainstorm Force. I think they've been around for 8 or 9 years. They've been elite authors on the Envato marketplace, and then they decided to fly on their own with those products. But basically, I trust them. I trust them because they've been around. They've proven, that they can sustain a company. They like good and clean code, and I just like their work ethics. So, well, in this world, you never know. But at the time of recording this video, I can say that I can trust that company, and it's not the case for all companies around WordPress, because sometimes you're gonna buy a theme or a plugin, and then 3 months later, they close shop, and then they start something new and then they close it. Or some companies, they will have like a new theme every 6 months. So they're only going to take care of you for 6 months, and then after 6 months, it's like they're gone. Whereas Brainstorm Force, they only have the Astra theme. And then they have a set of plugins, but those plugins or add-ons, they come and complement the Astra theme, as we're seeing in this video. So Ultimate Addons is great to extend the functionality that you can already find in Elementor and Elementor Pro. And as I said, there's a version for Beaver Builder, and they've also released a free version for the Gutenberg native builder in WordPress. When you click on a widget, you can actually see a demo of what the widget can do. Like here, for example, you can have multiple buttons on the same line, which you cannot do natively in Elementor for the moment, at least. So yeah, that's the kind of things that you can add to your Elementor game or Beaver Builder. The next add-on is Convert Pro, and basically it's an opt-in and lead generation plugin. And its strong points are the fact that it's a drag and drop editor, it's mobile friendly, but we would expect that, and it's super fast loading. What I really like about Convert Pro, because as you may have heard, now we have the Elementor pop-ups, and I love the pop-ups, don't get me wrong, Elementor pop-ups is a game changer for me. But for the time being, I still enjoy using Convert Pro also because one thing that I'm missing from the Elementor pop-ups, and that may come in the future, is the basically is the statistics. What is nice with Convert Pro is that I can set goals, and then I know how many people reach those goals. I know how many people view the pop-up. I know my click-through rate, and then I can make smart decisions based on that. And for the moment, I mean, at the moment of recording this video, Elementor pop-ups is just brand new, and there's no statistics for the moment. So it's very nice. You can do a lot of stuff, actually a lot more stuff visually than you can do here in Convert Pro. For the moment, I'm going to use both. I'm going to use Elementor pop-ups for certain scenarios, and for other scenarios, I'm going to use Convert Pro. Some of the other strong points, we'll find it here, is the multi-step pop-ups, although I believe you can do that in Elementor pop-ups too, and the A/B testing, and that we don't have yet natively in Elementor pop-ups. And I like A/B testing because when you really want to know what works, you cannot only rely on your gut feeling. You need to have some figures. If you have enough traffic, then A/B testing is great because it can help you. Although there are some rules to do A/B testing the right way, but that's the subject for another video. But still, I like the fact that I have the option to do A/B testing in just a few clicks. They also have advanced targeting, and another thing I like about it is the fact that they have a lot of integrations for the moment. Some of the providers that I could not integrate with some themes or page builders, I can integrate with Convert Pro. So, for example, if we look at my website, as you can see here, I have a banner at the bottom where I'm offering the website visitors to download my brand identity guidelines for free. And what is good with that is that I could achieve exactly the same thing with some other tools, but with Convert Pro, I know exactly how many people saw the pop-up. It's a pop-up actually, how many people clicked on it, and how many people reach the different goals that I've set. So that's why I keep on using Convert Pro. And as I said, I love Elementor pop-ups, and I like to use both on different scenarios. The next add-on is Schema Pro, and basically Schema Pro helps you to rank better in the search engines and to actually tell Google about certain type of content: articles, recipe, course, events, books, products, review, local business, and more. So basically the idea is to talk the language that Google is speaking, and yeah, get more chances to rank higher for this type of content. The next add-on is Astra Starter Sites. So here it comes in two versions actually. You have a lot of free website designs, and then you have the agency site designs. And for the agency site designs, you need to have the pro version of Astra. And that's mainly what we're talking about today. But basically, it's just complete websites, complete designs that you can import in just a few clicks. So let me show you an example. If I go to the backend of WordPress, so go to Appearance, Astra Sites, and then the first question asked is to select your favorite page builder, because you can use the Astra Starter Sites with Elementor, with Beaver Builder, with Gutenberg, and with Breezy. And I believe that it's coming with Divi, but I'm not too sure about that. So in my case, I'm going to choose Elementor, and then you have access to the same starter site that you see here on the website. And it's pretty easy. When you want to just first preview, just click on the thumbnail. It's going to give you a full width, full screen preview here on the right hand side, whereas on the left hand side, it will give you the opportunity to install and activate extra plugins needed for the starter site to work. So in my case, I've already imported a starter site, so they're already active. But if it's a fresh install and you just installing it for the first time, you will see the buttons here that will say install plugin, and you can click on one button to install it all, and then you can click on import this site. So I'm not going to do it because I've already imported the site, but you can see how easy it is to craft a website in just a few minutes. Although to me, this is smart marketing, because the truth is when you experience, you know that no two websites are the same and it takes more to create a good website. But the great thing is that you can already have a website up and running, have a skeleton, have something really solid already, and then you can tweak it to your liking. And especially for this video, it's great because I can just import complete demos and then showcase what I'm trying to explain on video. So it goes way faster than if I had to create a new concept or website for each tutorial video. So that's Astra starter site, and as we've seen, they have a few, and they keep adding more. They really well crafted, and it's a good starting point. You know, they have some very beautiful one, even in the free version of Astra. And then they have the agency ones that have a little bit more features and exclusive design. So that's about Astra starter sites. And last but not least, the Astra Pro add-on, which is actually the core of Astra Pro, and it comes with a lot of features and things that you can add. You can see the whole list here. I'm not going to read it out, but in a few moments we'll talk about what really makes a difference for me in this list and why I actually use and love Astra. It also comes with a few free plugins or add-ons that you can find. Like the ultimate add-ons for Gutenberg and custom fonts, but we'll talk about that just a little bit later. So as I've mentioned, some of these add-ons are free, some are premium, and depending on the plan you have, you may get all of these or none. So the first plan is the Astra Pro. At the time of recording this video, it's priced at $59 per year. And with that, you get all the Astra Pro features and 20 starter sites. Then you have the mini agency bundle where you get the Astra Pro, of course, 50 starter sites, and the WP portfolio plugin plus one page builder add-on. So you choose either Beaver Builder, the ultimate add-ons for Beaver Builder or for Elementor. Now, the best plan, in my opinion, is the agency bundle because it comes with all. You get the 50 ready-made starter sites. You get one-to-one support, but you also get that in the other plans. But you get WP Portfolio plugin, you get the ultimate add-ons for both Beaver Builder and Elementor, you get Convert Pro plugin, the Schema Pro plugin, and all future plugins from Brainstorm Force, which is quite nice. Now, this is $249 per year, and of course, if you only have one website, then yeah, it doesn't really make sense unless you need all the plugins. But if you're doing this for a living, or maybe you don't do it for a living, but you have a few websites and you want to be able to use the theme and all the plugins in on a few websites, then it's quite interesting. And if you're an agency or if you're a freelancer, my advice is to go with the lifetime deal. I don't know how long these are going to stay. They've been there for a while, but you know, my idea is that the founders of Astra, I mean the Brainstorm Force company, they probably have some figures in their head, and once they reach those figures, I suppose they will get rid of the lifetime deals. So get it while you can. And if you know you're going to be creating and selling a lot of websites, then my advice is to get the lifetime agency bundle. It's at the moment it's $699, but you're just gonna make it back in one project. I mean, unless you charge less than that for a website, and that would be a mistake. But even at $699, you're gonna make that back like right away in one project. And it's going to pay itself over and over and over and over again. Now, if it's too expensive, you can always go with the annual plan, and you can choose the Astra Pro plan at $59. And once you make money on your first projects, then you can upgrade. And once again, my advice to go with the lifetime agency bundle if you are doing that for a living. And by the way, I've put some affiliate links in the description of this video. Now, by affiliate links, I mean that if you purchase after clicking on my link, I do get a commission. But first, I only recommend Astra because I really love the product and I recommend it to my inner circle. And those commissions actually help me to keep content free on this channel.
So if you decide to purchase Astra Pro after clicking on my link, I would like to thank you. 2. Astra is lightweight and modular. So according to Astra, they don't use jQuery, but they use vanilla JavaScript because it's better for the performance of your website. And it needs less than 50 kilobytes of resources, where most of the other WordPress themes require at least 300 kilobytes. Now, they also mentioned the fact that it loads in 0.5 seconds with the default WordPress data, but we all know that nobody uses the default WordPress data. But still, that's a good indicator. So if you're concerned with performance, and you should be, because performance is really important both for SEO, search engine optimization, but also for the user experience, because nobody likes a slow website. So if you go in the backend, you can see that we have a lot of options that we can activate or deactivate. And that's great because, for example, if I know I'm not going to use the Blog Pro feature, I can just deactivate that feature and the theme is going to be lighter. It's going to load less resources, which means that my website is going to be faster. Now, of course, you should also combine that with lightweight images, because even if you optimize the Astra theme and then you load 1 megabyte images, nothing is going to change. So you need to do that in accordance with the other optimization techniques. So the images, using a caching plugin and using a content delivery network or CDN, for example. But I have another video specifically about optimization. But for the time being, as you can see, you can activate and deactivate, and that's what I said, it's modular, and that's what I love about that, because depending on the website you're going to create, sometimes you're going to activate, like the Blog Pro, for example. Sometimes you're going to deactivate it. Sometimes you will need a mobile header, sometimes not, and you get the idea. If you have Woocommerce installed, then you can see that you can activate or deactivate the option. But because I did not install Easy Digital Downloads, LearnDash, or Lifter LMS, then I don't have the options to activate or deactivate. And that's smart, because some of the themes that you're going to buy out there, they come with everything installed, and it's just going to load the resources for everything. So even if you don't have LearnDash or Easy Digital Downloads or Woocommerce, it's going to load the resources. And that's what I call the bloated theme. And many themes are like that. And that's a problem, because you may work hard on your website, you may work hard on your marketing, you may be spending money on ads, but then when people land on your website, it's slow. It's just so slow because you're using a bloated theme. So there are many very lean and nice themes out there. And today we're reviewing Astra, but even if you don't choose Astra, try to choose a theme that has the same spirit, where you can activate and deactivate features that you need and don't need. 3, it comes with great features that you can implement without the use of plugins. And there are way too many options for me to describe everything in one video, but I'm just going to give you those that really make a difference for me. And the first one is the page headers. So I'm going to show you an example. Now, you may know that on the Astra theme, you can use transparent headers, and whether you have the free or the pro version. It used to be only for the pro version, but a few weeks ago, they released it for the free version also. Now, that's great, but the issue is, if you decide, for example, to have a dark logo for the background and a dark navigation color for the navigation items. So it's gonna work great on a picture or on the background with light colors, whites or light gray. It's gonna work great. But let's say that you have this. So you have a dark background, and now you still have your dark logo and your dark navigation, and that's not going to be readable. So that's when the page headers come in, because now you can create completely custom page headers. So for example, here I've created a transparent header and I've called it light background. And here I've created another transparent header and I've called it dark background. Now you cannot see the logo here because it's actually white with a transparent background. So it's white on white. But if I open the media library, it's this logo here. Okay. And if I save, okay, and now if I go back, you can see here I have logo 1. I've called it logo 1, and it's white. And also for the navigation, if you change the navigation, then it's readable. And let's say that you have another page on the same website but with a light background, then you can choose a different logo. So here I've chosen a black logo, and the text is in black also. And I love that because pretty much if you want a different header on each and every page, you can have it with Astra. Now, if you're using Elementor Pro, you may say, well, I can do that with Elementor Pro too. And that's true to a certain extent. But what I found is that the combination of transparency, sticky header, and just the ease of use in general, it's way easier to do it in the theme in Astra, and then use Elementor Pro for a custom navigation, for example. And as we'll see in another video, there are lots of ways that you can use the Astra header with the Elementor Pro navigation widget. So we'll see that in another video, but for the time being, and that comes down to personal preference, I prefer to manage those options in the theme. It's way more manageable, and especially when you're working on a lot of different websites for different clients, it's going to be way easier to maintain, in my opinion, and for the time being, because these themes and page builders, they evolve so fast that at the time of recording this video, that's my truth of the moment. But you never know, maybe in 6 months they've come up with a new solution that works better in the page or theme builder. But for the time being, I prefer to manage it in Astra. Another feature that I love that you can use in Astra without the use of external plugins is the hooks and custom layouts. So here, for example, I've put in some dummy text just to show you how it works. So basically how it works is that you can inject code or content wherever you want on the skeleton of a WordPress page. So here I've put the dummy text before container and then before main content, and you can see here on the page where it would appear. And I have another one at the very bottom, I believe. Yeah, I have a few ones, those here. So if you're a developer, you know what I'm talking about. But if you're not a developer, you may be wondering, yeah, but what use is there for me? Well, let's say, for example, that it's Black Friday and you want to have a banner on all pages on your website just below the navigation, or to any other place before the content or after the content. Well, you can inject code here, and then it's gonna take you one piece of code to have the banner on all pages on your website. So it's really fast. You don't need to add another plugin to bloat your theme. And then once Black Friday is gone, you can just delete that piece of code once. It's going to take you a few seconds, and then your website is back to normal. Now, if we go to the backend, we can create custom layouts. Like here, we have the product page footer, and basically what it does is that we're going to create some content with Elementor, and then with a hook, we can inject that content just before the footer. So if we look at the Elementor template, that's what we have right here. And if we look on the front and back to this page that we created earlier, you can see that it's right here, and it's going to appear on all the pages. Now, you can select in the options if you wanted to display it on the entire website or just on a specific set of pages, like just the singular pages, the archives, the 404, the search page. Well, you get the idea. You have a lot of options, so you can really have fun with that. And that really works both for simple website and for very complex website. 4. Astra is made to work with major page builders. So if you go on their homepage, they work with custom types. They work with Beaver Builder, Elementor, Thrive Architect, Visual Composer, and Divi. And actually, they also work with Breezy. Although it's not here, they didn't make it to the homepage yet. But I've seen starter site for Breezy, so they definitely work with the Breezy page builder. So that's great because many themes are, they're looking good, but that we only work with one type of page builder, and you never know in the lifetime of a project whether you're going to be using the same page builder, because one page builder may be at the top today and maybe in a couple of years they're completely behind because they did not innovate. So you never know what happens. And the great thing is that, because with everything there's a learning curve, but the great thing is that if you have to switch page builders, then you won't have to learn everything all over again about the theme, You may have to learn about the new page builder, but at least you won't have to learn about the theme, and that's really great. So that's a major good point for Astra, because personally I'm tired of learning new themes all the time. That's what I used to do. I used to go on marketplaces and buy themes, different themes for each project. That was a few years back when I was working, strictly with the themes that I would buy on the marketplace and barely change anything, just try to add all the content and make it look nice. I don't work like that anymore. Most of the time I use Astra really as a starting point, and then I'm going to let my creativity speak, and I'm really going to build what I want to build, the way I want to build it. And even if I didn't want to change the page builder that I'm using at the moment, I may start a project where the clients ask me to use a different page builder. So once again, the page builders may change, but learning the ins and outs of a theme once, it's really a gain of time in the long run. You're going to work way faster and better because you know the theme you're using in and out. So that's definitely a good point for Astra. 5. Astra provides seamless integration with Woocommerce. Now, it's got a great integration, but also you can really change some of the parts that you cannot change without coding usually. Now, if you're using Elementor Themer, which is Elementor Pro, or Beaver Themer, I'm not sure because I'm not using it, but for Elementor Pro, you can style the single product page, you can completely change the archive pages. But one thing you cannot change yet is the checkout page and the cart page. And you can do that with Astra. So right in the backend in the WordPress customizer, you can actually change a lot of things. It's set in various places, but for example, here you can change the layout. So here, for example, I've created a 2-step layout, which is very nice because previously you need to have coding skills or you need to pay a developer to do it. And now if you need something simple, you just want to tweak some of the options, then you can do it right from the comfort of the customizer. So all in all, great integration. It works nice. It works also nice for the dashboard. I mean, when you log in as a customer, the dashboard is great. You have a few options that you can change. You can change the colors. You can change the padding, the margins. So if you're creating an e-commerce website with WooCommerce, then you can be confident that with Astra, your website is going to look great. And if you combine that with a theme builder, then sky's the limit, really.
Now, if you're interested in purchasing Astra Pro and the premium plugins detailed in this episode, you will find a link in the description of this video. And to be crystal clear, this is an affiliate link, which means that I do get a commission if you purchase a license after clicking on my link. But 1, I only recommend Astra Pro because I love the product and I recommend it to my inner circle. And 2, commissions help me support this channel and create free content. So I hope that this video helped you understand why the Astra theme is a great asset to have in your arsenal. Now, I'd be curious to know what is your favorite feature about Astra Pro, or if you don't use Astra Pro, what is your favorite WordPress theme? Let me know in the comments. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please like it as it really helps growing this channel. And if you know someone that could benefit from it, please share it now. If you're not a subscriber, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and smash the notification bell so that you don't miss anything. If you are not part of the community yet, make sure you like my page Be Your Own Boss with Casino so that you can join a community of like-minded, aspiring, and confirmed entrepreneurs. Now, if you want to brand, market, and grow your business in the digital age, make sure you subscribe to my email newsletter so that you never miss a share of digital alchemy, as well as tips, tools, services, and case studies that can help you grow your business online. So that's it for this episode. I hope to see you around, and in the meantime, don't forget to invest
in your success.